It's me. I'm so
I just realized
my
chat was like like you were covering chat.
I already had you muted for like a little bit.
Hello, Iwanu.
Yeah,
Daniel. Here, I'll wave at you.
We have the people's champion in my chat, Static Age.
Oh, dude, he's ready the people's champion.
Give the people's elbow to some people.
God, that hurt. That really hurt.
Oh, no.
I hit my ring into the funny bone.
You're like, not funny.
Oh,
not funny
scuff
today.
stream. Scuff stream. That's fun. Guys, welcome to Mechs on Deck. We have a special guest streamer, Miss Keeb Noob. You can check her out if you hit ! guest. And you can see her channel. You can watch both. If you find that this window is too small to see what she is doing, although what she is doing is incredibly tedious, and I am glad I am not her.
I also am joined by Winnie the cat.
Yes, and Howie's around here. So I'm Howie. Come here. He's like, what the hell? Why are you making me get up?
Come on, we gotta show the aminals. Aw, look at him. He's so freaking cute.
Hey, bud.
Little
You're a good boy? And he's also right here.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that picture is so good.
That picture is amazing. I'm so happy that it's in the background of my shot.
Rochelle says when he's posing. When he's doing her yoga moves right now.
Howie's doing his hold me and love me and never let go.
Aww. I'm sure when he's gonna try and convince me to put a pillow on my lap so she can sit while I'm working, but
oh, of course. Hellbent, Delphine. Wow, Brett. I'm gonna assume I know who Wow Brett is because you called Howie by his secret code name.
Ooh.
Howard.
He's so patootie.
His full name is Howard Toastington.
What? You call him Toasty for short?
Oh, well, he's Howie Toast, because look at him. He's a piece of toast. He's got the whites on the outside and the darker brown toasty spots on the inside.
He's like that French toast crunch.
Yes. You know? And he's just as delicious, but not... French toast isn't as needy.
It's true. This one... If she's not sleeping, she's trying to get my attention. So, you know.
I mean, hey. That's what I do, right? When I wake up, I start texting. I start messaging Discord.
You're hitting that.
Like, come on, let's go. It's like, Keeb Noob, come on. Wake the fuck up.
Let's play games. Come on. Oh, hey, Abracadaniel girl. Static says, thank you for taking on this build. Yeah, so the board I'm building is for Static Age. It's my first, not my own build, so I'm excited. Moving up.
There it is. I am building a Squid 60 today for my one-day brother-in-law. Called out. Right here. Called out. Yeah, it's a good little family build. I'm excited for it. I know he is. We talked about it earlier this week. So let's go down.
All right.
Oh, nope. Scuff stream. Hit the wrong button.
You mean
all right,
pro stream, baby?
Pro stream.
There we go.
So we got the most important part of the squid build, the little plastic packet with screws. My sister liked that one. I mean, I'm just saying. All right. The Abracadaniel family of females are catches, so just say it.
So this my baby I'm building today, Discipline. Well, I'm building half of it today because this crap takes forever, honestly.
That part, I did not like that part. Like I love Cozy Fanny Tootie, great guy, but I cursed his name a few times. Building that boy.
Honestly, after the barley corn, like I feel like this is gonna be baby, because the barley corn is like, it was too much.
Ted Clueless, thank you for the follow. So this is, if you have not seen it already, it's the Squid 60 in gray. It is a win keyless 68% board designed by myself and Blind Assassin. If you do not know the name of it, it is right there for you. Why is it so big in lettering? Well, I can't see, and I need to be able to tell what board it is. So, the original version of this board was the Baka 60. Changed the name due to my late friend Squilliam for long. Squilliam. He is the best boy. And I'll show this off in just a second. We got a little engraving in here, so we're going to pop this bad boy open. And I'm excited to do some comparisons with... We're going to be building Glorious Pandas with Glorious Pandas today. Lube 3204. I'm excited to test that against my Baka, which is a... it's essentially the same board. The big differences here are the plate. Just going over the differences, the plate is opened up to 2U backspace, which we'll be using today. The 2.75U shift, right shift, which maybe this is some harsh words, but I don't know why you would use a 2.75U shift on a 60% that is win keyless. These are the two major differences in the plate. So the biggest difference of those is that we've got actual spots for bump-ons, because that was a slight misstep on the Baka and a very funny conversation. We've got obviously the engraving, the name on the weight, and then these win keyless blockers were corrected to fit more snug. We are going to tape mod this, just even regardless of whether or not it has a little bit of ping to it. It's a sandwich mount case, so this plate is not going to be 100% like squeezed in place, so it might be a little rattle. If you put a little tape on the bottom side of the win keyless blockers, it actually will make it sound a lot better. So we're going to just do that regardless. So sweet. Let's get this bad boy open. We're building with the Tiny Bush 60% PCB that I have not even opened yet.
It's funny because so I'm just listening because I'm gonna be building a squid eventually when I get mine. I don't know why it's taking so long to ship.
Man, listen. When I get mine, you'll get yours.
Yeah. But my chats they're starting to wake up, I think. We learned today that Pizza Force did not opt into my stream alerts role. I need to figure out if I should just make that by default. But what up, Lang? In my chat, Panda is here. I didn't see any pandas though. He didn't announce
Jedi
himself.
Junior, Deep Murky. Or sorry, Jindal TV, not Jedi Junior. I can't read. And the Better Ginger says, I found I didn't have to use tape on my blockers. Guess I got lucky. A big reason that is some plates will just naturally warp in shipping. And there's nothing I can really do about that. That would bankrupt me if I had to buy the number of plates for it to be perfect. And that's going to happen on a lot of plates. But a lot of, the reason you don't see it as a larger issue in the hobby is since we've moved to kind of gasket mount or top mount, sandwich plate's a little bit looser. So that is why it is the way that it is. And here is the beautiful engraving.
It's so cute.
This engraving was designed by Zap Cables.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I hit him up and I was like, I love you as a graphic designer.
Dude, the box you posted of I think it was the
bumper.
Yeah, bumper. Dude, I just want the box.
Yeah, right? So very, very cool little design there. It's got some tabs in here, which was Blind Assassin to help keep the top piece and bottom piece aligned. So is that Beerus? While it might look like Beerus, it is not Beerus. For those who don't know, Beerus is the god of destruction in Dragon Ball Z, specifically Universe 6. I could be wrong. It might be 7. I could be wrong. I'm sorry. It's either 6 or 7. But there's Champa, who's Beerus's brother, and he's just kind of a fat version of Beerus. No, but this is Squid. This is our late Chihuahua, and kind of captures his picture.
All right. Panda asked in my chat. Ooh, Lang says he's prepping potatoes for gnocchi. That sounds delicious.
Ooh.
Panda says, that. Don't you already have a discipline? Is this for somebody else? So I do have a discipline already. I have actually, I have 3 disciplines. It's a long story, but I have one that's not built yet. But this one is for static.
Didn't you win one?
I did. So I won one. That's this one. I won it in a basic builds stream. So this one has Tangies on it. And then I built one that I have a case from SM Keyboards. Let me grab it.
Yeah, I'd say like 99% of the sounds outside of just like the music. Ooh.
So this one is my Tarot keyboard. And then I have one more that's unbuilt. That's it's the Cute Keyboard Club edition from their first like private buy. Because what happened was the last time Cozy Fanatuti ran the Discipline, there were so many people who didn't get one that people are getting all like mad about it. And so the Cute Keyboard Club decided to do like since it's open source, they decided to do their own edition. And then right after they ran that buy, he announced he would be doing pre-orders for like open pre-orders for disciplines. So I just had a lot of them. Because I think I had thought to give the one that I put in my tarot to somebody, but I ended up keeping it because it's friggin' cute.
It's all cute. A little more? All right, I'll keep talking.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's me, Keeb Noob. You can follow my tweeches and experience the chaos. I also have those Instagrams where you'll see pictures of my cat.
Boom.
Yeah, she's currently giving herself a bath. So there's that.
So this is the Heine H60. I partnered with Heine Bush on this. I love his PCBs. I also just love Heine. He's a really good guy.
You guys at work, we have a new follower. Thank you, Future Bound. Thank you for following me.
But yeah, it's a great Type-C USB Type-C PCB. Minimal logo on the back side. So you got a JST connector, so in case you want to use and utilize that, it's just a solid PCB. I've only actually worked on the prototype of this that he sent me to make sure it like fit. So
we got Carlton on stream. So my Twitch stream, I am just here to like have fun. So occasionally I figured out the more I learn about OBS, the more chaotic it becomes because I can fulfill all of my dreams. So we got Carlton dances. We have Dancing Santa. There's lots of rainbows.
So I am going to be lubing these stabs with some 205 grade 0. The standard. I personally use 206 grade 2.
We got hacked. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Hold on.
How dare you? How dare you hack?
We're good. Freaking static.
Which you can actually get 206 grade 2 like on Amazon, which is where I got this. It's a lot thicker, so if you use like really heavy springs, perfect for it.
I was looking at that lube actually because I saw some. I don't remember where I saw it, but
works really well. I used it on the bumper, which is out of frame, and it works fantastically.
Would you consider like the thickness to be like, because I think of like dielectric grease as like the thickest one?
It is in between. It's closer to dielectric than 205.
But not as like crusty.
But dielectric, it's like, to me, dielectric has like almost like it has like it's not actual crystals or anything like that.
Oh.
But it's like, it looks like it has like something in it.
Thank you, Systematic Caps, for following. I do stream as well. My stream is baby, but we're having fun. It's interesting. I'm learning lots of things. Yeah, earlier we were talking about kind of how I found Mechs on Deck and kind of like how people get drawn to like the Twitch community and stuff.
Well, and there's such a variety of like, how deep are you in the hobby?
Yeah, it's because I feel like my progression was, I saw a BuzzFeed article of they were like, I forget what the thing was. It was kind of like pimp out your office or something. And I saw this keyboard that had keycaps and I was like, it looks like Legos. It was the Vortex Race 3.
Yeah. I remember seriously considering buying that.
Yeah, because it comes with like DSA caps, but the standard set is gray, but it also comes with colored modifiers in like primary colors. And so I picked that up. And then shortly after I bought that, I think my Google ads got me. Because I started seeing advertisements for like custom keycaps. And I was like, you can change the keycaps of your keyboard? And that took me to our mechanical keyboards. And I was like, dang, these are fancy. And I started seeing like 40s. And I was like, how do they do that? So then I started I did like DIY keyboard or something. and it pulled up a build guide for a Corn. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then I started following like Instagrams, like keyboard Instagrams and artisans. And that's how I found Mechs on Deck, because you guys were doing
Quarantine on Deck?
Yeah, Quarantine on Deck, because I saw that you guys were interviewing artisans. And I was like, ooh, what is the Tweech? So I followed you guys from that. And the rest is history.
Boom. My keyboard journey started, I guess, a little bit longer because, I got into... sorry, have you tried... Futurebound says, have you tried any types of carbon GS lubes? I have not. My lube guy is... his name is Colt in the Discord. I believe it's Intrigued Colt. And whatever he uses, I hit him up because... you try, it's kind of you try and find the people who have similar tastes in what you have just through experience. And Colt is a local friend, and so if he tells me he likes something, I'm like, well, there's a 99% chance that I like that. I have the same thing with Grindbox, who runs Chat versus Everything with Dankley Frank from Prime Caps. And if Grind says, hey, I really like this switch, I'm like, bought. Like, let's go.
Influencer.
He is. And it's kind of vice versa. So with switches, but lube, I just kind of let... he does a lot of experimenting, and if he says, I like this, then I say, okay. But no, I was on our battle stations. This is probably late 27, or no, it was like mid 2017 when I was trying to like make my computer setup look nicer. And I had a Cooler Master Master Keys Pro M, which I love the layout of. And with Cherry MX Reds, I've made mistakes. Hopefully I can be forgiven from these mistakes. And I used to have like a Razer Black Widow Chroma or whatever, and I missed the clicky. And so in mid to late, it was like late summer, early fall of 2017, Osiris was like, I'm going to build a keyboard. And I was like, that's insane. You are crazy. You're going to have more than one keyboard? Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Oh,
he built one. Well, he built one, and then I think it just kind of slowly, like I was on our mechanical keyboards, and I remember seeing a bunch of posts of SA Godspeed. Ironic. One day I'll get it. And being like, I really fucking like this. And then I saw SA Lime, and I was like, fuck, hell yeah, let's do this. And so I picked up Lime, and then I picked up a Tada 65 or 68 or whatever it was called. And I had him build it, and then I got a KBD 75, and I had 001 Anthony build it because I started watching 001 Anthony for a hot minute, and yeah, after really getting into the hobby and really enjoying it and watching a lot of Top Clack, and Nathan Kim, I just really started liking You're Never Getting Godspeed, most likely.
I was like sad, big sad.
It's gonna get like lost in the mail, but then they're not gonna have extras, and I'm gonna get like a space bar, like a 6.25 space bar. But yeah, and then I remember it was like November of 2018. Osiris and I were hanging out, and we were like, we should start a channel. Like, we had tried to do like a gaming channel, but we just never could get it off the ground.
Gaming's hard to get into with streaming, I feel like.
And there was 4 of us, so trying to get 4 people on the same schedule. And so Osiris and I were like, let's go for it, but we got to plan this. I'm going to be moving soon. You just moved, so I don't want to do this and then have to move. So let's plan all of this out. And we spent a few months planning it and launched it April 1st.
Sick. Oh, so your anniversary is coming up, huh?
2 years.
Wow. I just want to shout out someone in my chat. We have the amazing 3D Keybs vendor, Davis the Great. She's so freaking hilarious.
If she's so amazing, then why doesn't she hand deliver me stabs right now?
He's calling you out, bro. He's calling you out, bro. Is it me, or is Ellie doing this almost like a speed run? I think I've just gotten better at building the through holes because the barley corn like broke my spirit. And so now I feel energized because this is only a 65%. Davis says, we in a panoramic Chewy.
This is true. Some of the best friends I've ever had, thanks to Keebs plus Shit Show. That was 2020. I mean, yeah, Lang was someone that, like, it would have been very difficult for me to get through especially like the big chunk of quarantine. And the first few months when everything was like shut down and then slowly going back, but it was awkward and most people didn't have jobs. When I saw you guys for the first time on Twitch, I got furloughed that day. Being able to like just kind of decompress and like watch something to distract myself from the world was like honestly invaluable. So thank you guys for that. You had sent us a lovely Instagram message that was like, hey, reaching out, it's been a tough day, I just want to let you know, like, I had a lot of fun watching your stream, and I have that screenshot still.
That's my first letter to you. You gotta keep the letters.
I've got at least 2 more up here. I think, yeah, at least 2.
Oh, wait, I didn't see it, but hey, it's Garbo is here, and Garbo has a special command in my chat. There's a tumbleweed that goes by. I call it the tumbleweenie.
Tumbleweenie. Disco Crocodile, what's up, man?
Let's see.
It is Squid Day 3.0 now. I guess 4.0 is coming up when the extras get delivered. Extras sale wrapped up, and I have sent out invoices. If you entered the extras raffle, I've sent out invoices. and those should be paid by tomorrow at noon, or they will get re-raffled. Hopefully, that everyone that gets an invoice is able to pay, and if not, there's still chance potentially. There's still a few unpaid invoices, so if those don't get paid by tomorrow at noon, you still are in luck.
Yeah.
DRNRCR, Dr. NRCR, hello. I'm doing a drive-by after these U4T sales. I'm going to pick up my squid. Then I'm going to stream it. All right, dude.
Heck yeah, girl.
Darn racer.
Davis says she's going to order a key light Tuesday, so... But I'm going to be walking her through the barleycorn build. She got one as well. I think that's next Saturday, I believe. So, for my chat, I'm going to put in the shout out command. Follow Davis. I'll be posting about it too in my Discord. Panda says, if you're going to do stream collabs, you should have Davis hop on one day. I feel like that'd be nothing but fun times. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to have Davis on my stream. It's going to happen. I was thinking of doing like an Among Us stream too, because Davis is obviously amazing at Among Us.
Amazing or the worst? I'm totally kidding. Now I'm just throwing shade. To be shade. I'm just salty because we opened up last night and we're like, all right, who found the body? It wasn't me. Wasn't even anywhere near the body. No one said anything. And Davis goes, no, I think it's Chewy.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure it's Chewy. Oh, but
and
yeah.
Everyone's like, you know what? You're right.
So Sarah Bear, who's in my chat, she is like a legendary Among Us player. Like, she destroyed all of us. Someone said, wait, why is the username
if
so
it ain't
dark?
Lang, it's Chewy.
Futurebound says, your cat's really going ham. Yeah, let's take a closer look at that and for our investigations. Winnie is cleaning herself. So she's okay, so something really interesting is she is super soft, like the softest cat ever. But she also is constantly grooming, so I think that might be it. But that also leads to hairballs. So I have to give her like special treats.
Damn it, can't escape the stigma. Absolutely.
What if it ain't Lang? It's Chewy.
But just wrapping up, stabilizers, gonna get these tested. I need to like write out, I put specifically in our title, Squid 60 number 2, because I think I'm building at least 4.
Did like when people ordered it, were they like, could you build it for me too, or they just?
I had a couple people, and then I asked for help on some. So like someone hit me up, and because I was like, as I would love to sit here and build Squid 60s all day, but like, this other than the change in switches, like if I would just drive myself crazy if I had to build like 7 different keyboards that were all the exact same. And so I sent one to Osiris. I'm building 3 myself.
Thank you, Dank Lamb, for following me. I appreciate you being here.
But I reached out to a couple other streamers and just said, hey, like, I've got this. Do you want to stream it? Or hey, like, this person. Would you like to do this? Because then it just kind of spreads the love, right?
Yeah. Oh, Dank Lamb is the one we were playing with last night too. Last Lamb. They wrecked us in Among Us. Yep. Yeah, Lamb, I'm building a Discipline today. Well, part 1, because I feel like this is a 2-part build.
If you were able to beat me, you'd be keyboard god.
Everyone heard it. That's the challenge. Next Among Us when I have peak FOMO right now. Well, we played Among Us last night because it was Davis's, was it Thok Fridays or something? Where she does, in her Discord, she does like a community, like, voice chat. So So that's on you, Garbo.
Question for both of y'all: what role would your favorite in this Keeb community would be your favorite in the Keeb community, i.e., vendor, builder, creator, designer? Probably, I guess, builder / content creator. Because I would never want to be a vendor.
Yeah, same.
That's too much. Just too much. I love the fact that I got to bring a keyboard to life. I don't like the packing part of that. I don't like the people coming out and cursing at me for a board being expensive, and I'm like, sorry, like I'm not doing this for free. So
Chewy, you can't make money from doing things that you love. It's illegal.
I know. I'm an asshole.
It's illegal.
What if I just came out and said, "But I don't love it. I hate it."
Garbo says everyone asks who is the vendor, but not how is the vendor.
That is so depressingly accurate.
Yeah, I would consider myself
Thank you,
a builder.
prosumer Steve.
Ooh.
Right, that's not right.
I would consider myself a builder first. I started streaming just because I was bored, and I think it's a fun way to like interact with people. But I love the build process. Like that's why I don't have a ton of like fancy boards. I have a bunch of like through holes because I love the building.
I wouldn't even consider myself a builder. I think we focus a lot, especially on Mechs on Deck. We focus way more on like spoken content, I guess. Already dropped.
Kind of like, to me, it's kind of like the news. You're kind of like a reporter.
Yeah. I dropped something. Who the fuck would guess that?
David says builder's best job because when you get work, you get to touch all kinds of boards, but not have to make an investment, right? You get to experience everything without having to pay for the experience.
WandaVision is hella confusing, but Chewy will clear all that up. So I'm not going to talk about it on stream because I don't want to spoil it. But I sent CF Kaner in chat the longest fucking text message I've sent since I was 14 and very deep. And
very deep.
Even my breaks and paragraphs literally said, "I know I'm losing you, but stay with me."
Oh, Rubber Duckies, thank you for the hydration. We have bubbly blackberry today. No La Croix.
But it's a fantastic show. But no, we bring different types of content. We talk about the goings-ons in the community. I love bringing on people. Hate building. I'm very fortunate that I get to build some really cool boards. Like it's very awesome, but I'm way better to bounce off of someone else. I can sit here and talk, but then I'll start rambling, and then I'll get like anxious and then panic that I'm talking too much shit.
It can be super awkward streaming by yourself. So I do the same thing. I usually try to get somebody to talk to me.
And that's why oftentimes I will build, like Osiris can sit there and stream 14 hours by himself and have a blast, and I'm like, respect, I can't do that.
Yeah. I'm always like, Janelle, Bean, you want to hang out with me?
We talked a long time ago if if we ever expanded Mechs on Deck to like 3-4 person operation, I'd be like, I would love that.
Yeah.
I would just be like, peace, not building anymore. Like,
it gives you like more flexibility.
Sell my 2 cameras, buy a much nicer camera, and not have to worry about top-down camera because top-down camera is annoying to me, and I would love that. But that's not to say that I hate building. I enjoy building keyboards, but I am not someone who I don't love building. I don't love streaming by myself. I like streaming with Osiris way more.
Nothing wrong with that. Rubber Ducky
Nothing
says,
wrong.
Rubber Ducky says, no sus boba in a can today. Nah, we've moved past the sus boba.
We've got some. We've got the matcha one.
Yeah, Davis says, I think streaming can be secondary to being a builder. It's best as a marketing tool. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you're trying to make that money for your builds, then for sure. I just like the building, so honestly, I'm just like, you don't need to pay me.
Yeah, we don't typically advertise too much. That like we don't charge. Like we'll charge for lubing switches because
Yeah, it's a pain in the butthole.
fuck that. But we you know, we're very fortunate that we get to build boards, and we kind of see it as, well, you're giving us content. Like,
Yeah,
that we're able
exactly.
to stream. Like I don't have to. If you send us a board, I now don't have to worry about
Coming up with
build.
something.
Yeah, coming up with something to build. So I forgot that these are only 3-pin.
Static says gonna lurk and loop switches so they can finally get a Bro, another Prima Elise built? This one's polycarb though. But still, he has so many Prima Elise. Static! Bro. Thank you, Static Age. Dang, bro. For 5 tier 1 subs? Dang, dude. Baller.
Streaking Bison.
Thank you, Static. I told you
I
you don't
picked
have
up?
to.
So sorry, you go.
Oh, you're good. I told Static he don't have to sub to my channel. I prefer you guys save your monies. Oh, hello. I have a visitor.
Ooh.
Girl.
Right on the camera.
Yeah.
Yes, I have picked up Moyu Blacks. They are amazing. I think they are my 3rd favorite Switch. I put them in a little tester board. And I think they're fantastic. I think the snappiness is very, very, very good. And the sound is solid. It's not the best sounding Switch in my opinion, but it's a really good Switch overall.
You can sit over here.
I was speaking about with Grindbox earlier. I sent him and I was like, you need to get these. If you
Oh, heck
this
no.
is our thing. Buy this.
So like I have basically a desk to my right. I'll show you in the one face. I have a desk to my right that she like uses as a bridge to walk across to my desk, and then she walks across over to the window to sit on it. But she's the true star of this stream, honestly. Static says I only have 4 Prime Elises. 3 are built, so trying to get the last one. Do you want to say hi, Winnie? Are you gonna be a good girl, or are you gonna try and wreck everything?
We are nice and stabilized. So
Heck yeah. So like, I don't know why, but I always forget to put stabilizers on my keyboard. It's the worst.
I always forget to screw them in, so I'll be like soldering up like the anchor switches, and then I'm like, oh shit. They're like falling out. I'm like, well,
I think I just get too excited. Like I get excited that I finally like soldered we're getting hacked. That I soldered all the components, but and then I just like move on to switches. And I did this before multiple times with Mysteriums. So I had to desolder a full TKO.
Jeez. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's a good learning experience, but still.
We learned from a canoe to always put a couple switches in the plate to know what you're getting yourself into for the upcoming. Don't be surprised on stream that something is difficult.
Yeah.
So I've been all linear in the past year, but I'm really heavily leaning towards tactiles now. Streaking Bison, welcome to the club.
Get it. I've been slowly building Zycos to put in the Squid 60. I think I have like 15 now. I do them in like super small batches. But I usually I usually like tactiles, but I've been using linears too because I'm a pro gamer at Among Us.
I need specific switches for Among Us.
And Stardew Valley, I need those light springs, you know.
Gotta be fast on your feet. No, I mean I enjoy linears. Like for what they are. Sometimes it's nice to like switch to like a very smooth, heavy switch that feel like to me when I type on my Crown, I'm like I feel like I'm typing on a like 20 times more expensive keyboard than I'm actually typing on.
I like
because
that board
I'm
looks nice. I just can't do TKLs. It hurts my shoulder.
Weight equals premium. I just got a Niz board for gaming. It feels really nice to play games on a board with EC style switches. Very good. Very nice.
What's an EC switch?
Electro capacitor, so like Topra. I assume that's what you mean, future bound. Traitor to the linear life. Linear queens rise up.
Traitor.
Let's push them back down. Push them right back down. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So yeah, it is a Topra board. I'm not a fan of Topra. You know, I don't hate. You know, people who like Topra, like that's your thing.
I haven't yet tried a Topra board, so I can't say one way or the other.
I have now. I have not put one on my desk and used it for like an hour, but I have typed on them multiple times and was not a fan. So.
Garbo says I'm on a Topra honeymoon phase right now.
What are those keycaps? Are you talking about these keycaps? If so, this is Modern Dolch.
The keycaps on mine are ePBT Cool Kids. I had SM Keyboards make me a case, so it's 4 colors. It's red, yellow, green, and blue. It came out super good. I took a picture of like a Q-Frenzy in a case, and then I photoshopped the colors on it that I wanted, and he made it, and it's beautiful.
Streaking Bison, I am the Goldilocks of spring weights and linear. What are looking to find the right one? What is the heaviest you have gone with linears? If the heaviest you have gone starts with 60, I don't know how much more I can offer of assistance on personal taste.
I'm Goldilocks right now. It's amazing.
I mean, we are all Goldilocks for keyboards.
I'm trying to think. The linears I've used so far are like between 62 to 68 grams. Oh, Switch Dr. AU, what's up, girl? I tried 89 grams. I think
was that too heavy? Because that's like the lowest I will go. 89. I'm like, because my board at work is 89, and I'm like, it's getting pretty light.
You have like the power lifter fingers.
Punching through the keyboard, like
yeah. I want to hear you do a typing test on like a MacBook butterfly switch
bad.
keyboard.
Oh man, it's bad.
Or like chalk switches.
Eric makes fun of me all the time about it because we went to NorCal and I didn't bring a key. If I was sitting in the I was like sitting in the bed getting pictures taken together, and I was sitting there typing. He was like, "You are going to break your laptop. You are going to punch a hole through your laptop." He's like, "Dude, calm down." I'm like, "I'm just typing."
Like, why are you raging, bro? Hot take, MacBook butterfly keyboard actually was pretty good in terms of tactility, and you could type really fast on it.
Noted, but
I have to disagree with you on that. My MacBook keyboard is like, I never feel it actually pressing down. I just feel my finger slapping the keyboard.
I do not have a MacBook. I have a Dell. And so I cannot contribute to this conversation, but regardless, I don't think I would like a laptop keyboard.
Would the feeling of slapping your finger on the board like count as tactility? Also, my some of my butterfly switches would like just give out because like a piece of something would get under there, probably a cat hair. Yeah, so my keyboard is for my MacBook. I think it's a 2017. It was like before they changed. It's like in that weird period before they changed it back. So I got the crap one.
Heaviest used 78 gram, and those felt really nice. 78 gram linears are solid, but that's kind of similar to like what the vent blacks. It's in the vent black range. I'm good. Awake way too early for Sunday. I did Switch Doctor AU. I woke up at 7:15 this morning, and it was one of those like wake ups where you're like, "Go, okay, I'm up," and you're like, "Wait, time out. It's 7:15." Like, why am I like yelling?
I woke up at like 8:30, and lately I've been staying up really late and waking up late, and so I was like, I'm not gonna snooze my alarm this time. We're gonna wake up. I need to get my crap ready.
I set my cameras up last night right after games because I was like, I don't want to have to do this in the morning. So we woke up and had some Einsteins for breakfast.
Is that like the bagels?
Einstein, yeah, it's a bagel place. And it's one of those that's one of those places that's like, well, why would you go get bagels when you could just go get bagels from the store?
Really
and it's like,
good,
but they're fancy bagels, and we don't go all the time.
You gotta get your bougie snack every once in a while.
Well, and Saturday mornings is usually the time where like, let's go have a bougier breakfast. 5:55 a.m. here. All right, well, I'm not going to read the rest of that sentence. I'm just going to tell you to go to bed. So, go to bed.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully I can put you back to sleep, Switch Doctor. Need a couple more hours. Oh, that's true. Einstein does have doggy bagels.
They do, and we gave our dog one. I assume that was Abracadaniel speaking.
They have that, like, what do they call it? Like, the cream cheese schmear?
Yeah, schmear.
That stuff
which is
bomb.
It's just like whipped cream cheese, essentially.
Yeah, it's so good.
I imagine they just take normal cream cheese, add flavorings to it, and then dump a bunch of like half and half in it to like beef up the amount of volume it has.
And whip it.
Whip it good. I'm the opposite. I used to be all about heavy switches, like 70 grams and up. Now I've come way down. 70 gram would be around the heaviest spring I'd be comfortable with nowadays. I mean, you do you. 70 gram. I remember typing on a 70 gram linear and just hating. I was like, this is like, I can't even imagine. Like, and it's sad. It's sad that it's become this way. But like, if I type on like an MX Red board, I'm like, this is this is a toy. Like, it doesn't feel. I was like, this is legitimately a toy, and I'm like, this is not at all what I think it should be.
Yeah.
But to each their own.
I usually my general switch weight is about 67, 68. I think the Zycos is going to be the heaviest I've ever used, which are going to be 78 gram.
If you go lower, then you get some issues with that return.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm typically just basic between 62, 68. Rochelle says, with talking about the bagel thing, it's like grocery store donuts versus grocery store donuts versus like your mom and pop donuts. No comparison.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, like, if you're getting grocery store donuts, you're getting them because you're like,
they don't even taste like donuts,
and they're just like, I just want like the taste of, I just need that like fix, right? And it's like,
yeah,
that's like getting a frozen pizza. It's like,
that's okay, like grocery store donuts, like last resort, like,
yeah. Or if you're buying for a bunch of people,
yeah, because they're inexpensive. But I'd rather just go to like my local donut place, because she give me those free donut holes.
There it is. Our local donut shop shut down because of
big sad.
COVID. Yeah. Zoo ____. That is a great idea for guest build. She is building the PCB out of a Discipline65. I do not believe she's going to continue past just prepping the PCB.
Yeah, we'll see
at
how
least
far
while
I
I'm
get.
not here. I'm not going to sit here. Watch her go to this
Yeah, I think I'll probably stop streaming when you end. So I don't know. I might play some Deep Rock Galactic because there's a new biomes that came out.
If you ain't rockin' stone, you ain't going home.
Rock and Stone.
Free donut holes, yes, please. Absolutely. That was the place, the mom and pop place. It was like, they just like, they get the bag and they put them in, and then they're just like, just like, kind of like how Five Guys with fries. They're like, you want fries? Well, fuck you. You're gonna get fries. Just like, here's a large. Also,
You want some
I
fries
hope
with those fries?
You want some fries with fries, and you want to have your hand covered in grease when you're just trying to get your burger. And now I want Five Guys. Fuck.
We had In-N-Out for dinner yesterday.
I haven't had In-N-Out.
It's pretty good.
Cronuts are better than donuts. We need to go try Cronuts. I've never had
Cronuts
it.
are better than donuts. Although there's this bougie donut place. It's not that close to me, which is why we don't get it very often, and it's expensive as heck. It's called Sidecar Donuts. Let me pull up their Instagram.
There's a bar in Dallas called Sidecar.
But their donuts are huge and they're so freaking good, but they're expensive. But if I'm feeling bougie, then we'll go grab some of those.
I think the only place that I know has Cronuts by us, it's like the size of a cake.
Let's see. Okay, so these are their bougie donuts. I don't want a video, I want a picture.
I was about to say, that looks not like donuts. That looks like pre-donuts.
Like, look at this.
Oh, man.
Passion fruit pavlova donuts. Oh my gosh. But they have this like one that has cookie dough on top, and I'm like, why did no one do this earlier?
I like dosants way better than cronuts. You want a dosant?
What's that?
A cronut. It's a croissant donut, a dosant, a donut
Oh,
croissant.
okay.
Makes sense seeing here as you're in Australia, everything's backward. That was good. That was good. I appreciated that joke. So we are on to the soldering of the build, because who would have thought that someone who's built this board a dozen times would know how to do it?
I'm almost ready to start soldering the diodes.
I soldered the wrong hole, and I'm like, why does that not look right? Like, I can't see the stem. It just looks like flat solder.
Alright. Huh, interesting. So they only gave me enough diodes to, like, exactly the number of diodes, which is unusual. I feel like before he used to include, like, a couple extras.
Yeah, that is something, you know, I was, my only criticism really of the, from Cozy is, or to Cozy is, please include a few extra.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, that would eat into your cost, but I can't imagine diodes are crazy amounts. And I like this. I like the
cheap as heck. I think it was like 50 cents for like 50 of them.
Yeah, that's. I imagine that. I like if I'm getting something, I love when I get extras. That's why, like in the Squid 60 buy, everyone got an extra screw and an extra weight screw and extra bump-ons, because shit happens.
Okay, so I have my professional soldering mat here. Obviously, this is a pro stream, and I just ruined nice desk mats. And I put on it. So Davis sent me from 3D Cube. She sent me a label, like in your package, she'll include like the shipping label, and she wrote on it, she calls me Key Boob. Because we were watching a stream, it's this weird stream called like The Door Guys. The guy mispronounced my username and called me Key Boob, and so I actually cut out the label and I stuck it on here, but I was cleaning up some flux in the it got kind of messed up. So, but anyways, I'm decorating my mat. And I wanted to shout out Rochelle. So Rochelle sent me some stickers and some labels. So she freaking made this, dude. It says, "Don't lick the PCB, please." These stickers. So I'm gonna put one of these on here now, and then she also made me some labels for my desoldering iron, that because we decided my desoldering iron is called De-Soldier Boy.
I dig it.
So
it's like, I mean, I've got Delphin, who I don't know if Delphin's in chat, but he's got the solder shrine, because he would always pop up in our chat and be like, "Bro, are you soldering yet?" And I'm like, this guy's awesome.
So we're gonna put that on there. Thank you, Rochelle. Let's see. Epsy says, "How's it going? Being punished again, I see." Yes, I am. Punished by the
You're just getting more and more disciplined.
Yeah, so it's funny because I stay up late at night, like doing my work, because I find myself being more efficient and can focus better in the evening. So I end up staying up for a lot of like Australian, New Zealand streams. So I've been hanging with Epsy and Switch Dr. AU. Let's do some shout-outs.
I love the fact that, like, I get it, because you're like, I stay up late, and I'm like, yeah, because all the people that would distract you from work are asleep.
Exactly. We have too much fun. Also, shout out to Chewy. He got me this for
What's
our
up?
Secret Santa.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'm using mine right here.
I put a sticker on it.
They have poop. It's a perfect sticker.
Alright.
How are the snacks, by the way?
Delish. They're gone. I shared the coconut ones
Honestly,
with my dad.
There you go. I would have been upset if you still had them, because I'm like, dude, it's February. All right,
Yeah.
let's not sugarcoat it. It's February.
Get my phones. So something I discovered during the barleycorn stream is if you use what I call thick boy solder. So like, this is the normal solder I use. I think it's like 0.2 millimeter. This one is thick boy. So so here's the two solders next side by side. So thick boy is
Oh shit.
1.5 millimeter solder, and this stuff has so much flux in it that you can literally drag solder these types of diodes. Because it's just like,
where does it even say? I don't even know.
I think it's on the label. Mine, it's like on the side. So this is normally 0.5 millimeter I use. Thick boy is 1.5 millimeter. So it's 3 times.
I use 0.8 for everything.
Yeah.
So.
But that's
I bet 1.5 is twice as thick as my.
yeah.
Like, holy shit.
So the one I use is really good for small like components, but that one you can literally just drag solder across these things. I don't recommend it because it's messy, but it will work if you're trying to speed solder.
I build boards for other people way cleaner than I build for my own.
Oh yeah, these diodes are like
So
super straight.
If it's for me, I'm like, there's like burn marks all over the PCB. Like, whatever, dude. Like, half paying attention.
Yeah, with the barleycorn, I still tried to like keep it nice, but it's just, what killed me was the debugging of the PCB.
Yeah.
I flipped one of the microcontroller chips, and it took me an hour to recover from that. Static says, Switch Dr. A built a very nice Primalise the other day. Yeah, Static is like down for all the Primalises.
He's a hoarder. I love it.
He's
I have
like,
a shipment is 90 polar pandas coming in today to make some holy pandas. Hell yeah.
ooh.
Ooh, ordered some polar pandas. There you go.
I'm using polar pandas to make my Zycos.
Glorious were sold out last time for Glorious Panda. I'm excited. So these are stock. I built mine because I'm actually putting Glorious Pandas in my personal squid. Personal squid is getting Cerakoted. So this is actually going to be the first of 2 Glorious builds. This one's going to have the stock springs in it, and the ones that I have are a lot heavier. So I'm curious to know how the difference is. And I do think that this board is going to sound amazing.
David says I need to quit BS and then order the Polias so I can make some Polia pandas. Are those the ones that are kind of like translucent and blue in color?
The polar pandas?
Or Polia?
Polia switches are translucent, and I want to say they're more purple. I could be wrong.
I feel like I don't keep up with Switch stuff too much.
I am trying to expand my horizons as the amount of keyboards that I own is growing, and you know, Zycos are a bit expensive to throw them in every board.
Yeah.
And I don't need 9 boards with Holy Pandas, so.
Yeah. I think the most recent switches I got in were the Okamochi switches. I ordered a long time ago and I forgot about them. And then
like the true keyboarder that you are.
Yeah. And then the U4 Thox. I got a bunch of those, so I don't know what board I'm gonna put them in yet, but we're gonna find something. Maybe I'll put it on the taco keyboard.
No, I've got the Moyu Blacks, and that's going to go in the Baka 70 Proto whenever that shows up. Are you going to try Penguin switches? I should be getting some in. If not, I'll just ask someone to send me a few. Is the person in streaming on a separate stream? Yes, if you hit ! Guest, it'll take you to their stream. Brez, have a good one. Be good, chat.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm still kind of watching. Chat. Yeah, my name is Ellie, but my Twitch stream is KeepNoob. So feel free to stop by my chaotic stream sometime. My chat's been good today, though. I'm surprised Panda's not harassing all of my viewers. Oh, thank you for following Overlord. Thank you, Rob27 Shred, Overlord, for following me. I appreciate you.
Now, KeepNoob is one of our moderators. She and my wife were added as the most well, I guess technically not the most recent. Langlandia is now Discord.
Lang has been given the powers now.
But Elle was a great supporter of the channel, and with scheduling and all of that, we didn't want we have a lot of Discord moderators, but obviously, like someone who is, it's hard to get someone to watch the specific times that we are streaming. And Brez was kind of doing the brunt of the work, and now that both of them are there, it can
kind of share the workload.
2 eyes are better than one, and we are very fortunate. Thank you guys to everyone who is not just like a huge asshole in chat.
Yeah, everyone's been really good. There's only been a couple times we had to smash people.
Fuck you. That's still my favorite, like, ever.
Right. So Overlord asks, "You're doing so much, I have no idea what's going on. What are you soldering?" So I'm soldering a board called the Discipline65. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm soldering in all of the diodes. So typically for I think all keyboards, unless they're directly connecting the switch to a single pin, they're going to have diodes. And diodes look different depending on if you have through-hole ones like these, where the legs of the diode pass through the PCB, or an SMD diode, which are going to be a lot smaller and will sit on the surface of the PCB and will be.
I'll show off some SMD.
Yeah.
So an SMD diode's going to be these little nubs right here.
So those do the same thing as these ones. These ones just look different. So this particular PCB, they like to show off those components at the top of the board. So that's why it's very visible. And there's just a lot of them. So I'm just having to go through and solder, and then we'll clip off all of these legs later.
Hell yeah. So Willem Mainz, how do you solder SMD? I learned in school you need an oven for those. I think that's more for mass soldering. What it's best to do for SMD is tinning them. So basically applying a little bit of solder to each part first before. And then when you kind of press down, just tap it a little bit and heat it up, and then it'll just kind of press in. You don't typically have to do a lot of SMD soldering as a normal consumer. If you're fixing a diode, that's about the only time.
Yeah.
If
Maybe
by the way,
LEDs.
if you maybe LEDs, but it's even then. By the way, though, if you have a PCB that maybe is broken or you're not using anymore, or it's just screwed up, it's fried, whatever, keep it, because those SMD diodes are probably usable.
Yeah, you could harvest
on
them
other
off.
PCBs. So I've got an old messed up PCB in my closet, and so whenever I need like a diode, because it's like, cool, I've got now 60 diodes that are not loose in a bag.
Yeah.
So whenever I need it, I just spit it out, pop it off, and then boom.
Yeah.
And then this is a Squid 60. This is the plate PCB and switches. The board is behind me right here, which I'll pull out in just a moment. But this is a board that I co-designed with Blind Assassin. So
let's see.
Very
Overler
excited.
asks, I just got my NK65 EE for my first board. Didn't want to invest in a soldering machine for my first build. Yeah. For me,
it's like the best board you can get right now.
Oh yeah,
for
starting for first board, that's a great option because it's hot swap, so you can like test out like different switches, which is what I would recommend before you like invest in a board to solder. Just try some things, see what you like.
All right, let's get this PCB plugged in. As this is a not going to be the longest of streams. I'll stretch it out because I do want to do some heavy comparisons with the Bacchus 60, as I have not done that yet. But we're going to get this plugged in and set up.
Yeah, I think I'll keep streaming until I finish the components, but it's the diodes that take the longest. And then we're gonna do our good friend, the USB-C port. What color? Are you talking about color of the squid or color of the Discipline? Oh, color of the NK65. Sorry, I'm not reading chat. Yeah, I think I kind of wish that the NK65 had been around when I first started with keyboards. But then also I'm really drawn to like the build process, because I'm from I have a software background, so like learning more about hardware and all of this stuff has been really, really interesting for me.
Pump, thank you for the follow. Pop.
Pop.
All right, gotta figure out what that's all about. Give me one moment. So let's just changing up the old key map real quick. Out, right shift.
You know what I learned recently?
What did you learn recently?
I learned that for like creating stained glass windows, those are also soldered.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna try my hand at it.
Ooh.
They wrap like pieces of copper tape around each piece of glass, and then they solder the pieces together. It's wild.
Color me surprised.
I know, right?
Let's. All right, so we got that. So we got one switch not working. One switch being a bitch.
Static says the sister-in-law has made a few stained glass windows. It's a really neat process. Yeah, I followed this guy. I think his Instagram name is Stained Glass Geek, and he does like Nintendo and like other kind of like fun computer game or like gaming related stained glass windows. So he did some really cool commissions too for like Lego and Disney. Imagine desoldering a church with just the hand pump. Oh my gosh. Special. That would be amazing and also sad.
Got a switch that's just like, oh,
It's mad?
it's not happy.
For sure. That'd be a lot of desoldier boying. Yeah, we've decided my desoldering pump is desoldier boy. I need to put that label on there too.
Quite interesting. Oh, let me see if I can clean it up.
Do you think it's the switch or just like a cold joint or
I
something?
think
Maybe.
I think it might be the. I think either the pen or maybe some flux got in the way of the path. Because I got it to register. I'm gonna try the switch. I just don't really have a desoldering pump.
Let's see, Garbo says actually I'm gonna...
I
Ooh, Garbo. I ain't gonna say that out loud because that's a sick idea. Just DM me.
That is an easy fix, which I will wait for later. I'm thinking it's a dud switch, but professional. I've got a desolder pump that I don't want to hook up right now. And I don't have a hand pump because it broke like 2 streams ago. It's a shitty one. So I'll fix this later because it's easier to get some of this stuff out. I think it's either it's a dud switch, but I was whatever it's called, not hot wiring, but like getting it to testing it with the tweezers, and it wasn't registering. So I don't know if maybe the diode is messed up, and maybe I need to replace that. Ironically, after we talked about it, or I might just need to like create another little short that is. I mean, that's not an issue. It's all workable. So, everything else working fine. Jay Kratos, PT, what's up, man?
I think I'm gonna save some of these legs. So, just a fun fact, diode legs can fix everything. I broke a pin off of a microcontroller chip and I used the diode leg in place of it. You can use them when socketing Pro Micros, so it's always good to keep some of these if you have them. And I don't just keep them, I hoard them.
They are mine. Alright. So this is what we are doing. So what happens is the plate can sometimes bow. This one's actually pretty darn straight. But what will happen is, since the plate just kind of rests into the case, and then you just smush it together, what can happen is the plate can touch right here. So right here on the wind keyless blocker. So what we're doing is we're just adding a small piece of tape. This is electrical tape, so it is non-conductive. And you're just going to put it right here. This is not, you don't have to do this. I'm doing this because regardless of whether or not you need to, it's going to make it sound a little bit better, because it's just going to alleviate some of the metal on metal. But
you said you can use electrical tape, or
yes, you can use electrical tape. You can use those little felt pads. Cut this a little shorter. That you get for like.
Girl, what you do?
What's it called? You get the little electrical pads or the washers. I'm sorry.
I wonder if you could use like, you know, the stuff you use for like blisters, like moleskin, like if it was thin, because it's adhesive on one side.
Yeah, I think you could probably use that. But yeah, so you can see. I mean, it's not going to show on that side. And I mean, what I wish I could make a board that would be perfect, but this is you get what you get sometimes.
I don't think that's a big like thing to have to mod the.
Yeah, and honestly, I started doing it with some of my other boards just because I'm like, well, I mean,
yeah,
it makes it sound a little bit better. It just there's a little less rattle. So, mother God. All right. So, blowing my elbow out with standing.
Shrieking Bison says they use painter's tape. Oh,
painter's tape. There you go. So yeah, again, it's in here. It's rattly right now because it's not screwed in, but we will screw it in, put some caps on it, and start the testing.
Le
test.
I'm just over here clipping. You know, the usual. Oh, I was gonna ask you. We need some more channel points redemptions because I have over 100,000 points.
Oh, for Mechs on Deck?
Yeah.
We have a few ideas, but like anyone that would potentially be harmful and funny is just going to get abused into the ground.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we might do like a hot take, and then I'll do like the actual like hot sauce hot take.
Oh no.
And then Brez literally threatened me.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine like how many channel points Brez is hoarding.
Yeah, he's got like, I think he's got like 30,000 or something ridiculous. Use painter's tape. Yeah, I mean, some boards, and gasket mounted boards are going to be the ones that don't need a whole lot of love because there are gaskets in there holding everything snug and in place. But sometimes it's, you know, it's nice to add a little extra something in there, and on top of that, it's not a free, but you know, I would say a majority of people probably have painter's tape lying around.
Yeah, I mean, you could find something.
So there it is. For whatever reason, this switch is not working. I'm going to go back and fix that after the stream. What's that screwdriver? This is the Nanch set. It's a great screwdriver set. Osiris uses the Wow Stick as an electrical one. I like this one as it has a nice little case to it. It's like 20 bucks. So yeah, I really like this gray. Full disclosure, I took this gray from, I didn't take it. I asked Upas what gray he uses on his boards because I really liked his, and so I got the same color. I really like the gray. I think it came out beautifully. It's a cooler. It has some greens in it, which I like. So it's just a very cool gray board. Speaking of very cool boards, I'm going to put a very cool keycap set on it.
Yes.
And that keycap set, we're going to be fusing the true loves of both Langlandia and Chewy. There's literally beard hair in here because I use this keycap set a lot. Not the spacebar though. So we're gonna put cafe on it for now.
Hey.
And then get some typing tests going.
You wanna hear something funny? So like, me and Jellybean, we like to like just watch like small baby keyboard streams, especially ones where it's like their first build or something. And this guy, it was his first keyboard build, and you could see in the background there was a board that had a keycap set on it. So I go, oh, is that GMK Cafe or Infinity Cafe? And he's like, nah, this is fake Olivia.
I love it.
I was like, because I think he just got like a PBT Olivia or something somewhere. And I was like, why is this so perfect?
I love it. So getting these on there. I'm very interested. Ugh, 2U backspace on this board. Come on, man. I tried. I asked. Sure you don't want to try it? He was like, nope.
Alright, diodes are complete. I'm just checking that everything looks okay. We did it. This is the like slow pace diode soldering.
Chewy, I found a singer that looks like you and Post Malone had a baby. Can I link? Send it to me in Discord.
Kimchi. What up, Kimchi? Alright, let me find...
I forgot that I had literally just like tossed artisans in this bag.
Like what artisans?
I got the Space Goblin.
Oh, Space Goblin.
I've
That's
got
a cutie.
The Mandalorian emblem, insignia. And then I think I've got the caffeinated bear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it never came out of the bag.
I
really like the caffeinated bear.
Someone was selling that one on somewhere, and I got it.
Hell yeah.
I love the ambassadors.
Samesies.
Okay, we got some Zener diodes, baby. Let's see. Okay.
Petty Swims. I can't make you love me. I'll have to check him out. I'm excited. He seems like a good-looking guy. Wrapping up, putting the caps on.
Oh, dang. What up, Kimchi?
So, and for the homies that stream builds, honestly, and I mean this honestly, do not feel like you have to make the build perfect and working on stream.
Yeah.
You will absolutely stress yourself the fuck out if you try and get it working on stream. When you're on stream, you have other things you need to be doing. You're going to slowly realize that you are not thinking 100% clearly because there is that like, oh shit, I need to do this and I need to prove myself that I can do this. When in reality, if you're off stream, it's 9 times out of 10, it's just going to work immediately.
Yeah, it's the most
that's very small
crap ever.
What is its use? This keyboard is, I mean, it's a 60%, so I use it for pretty much everything. It can do everything. You just have to use layers, similar to how you would use layers on a computer. There it is. We have finished. Cafe. No split backspace. I know. I tried to convince him. He didn't want it. I get it. I mean, I opened up that can of worms when I opened up the plate.
I've never used split backspace. Like, what keys do you put in those positions? Because
you put your pipe key, because pipe key usually goes right here.
Yeah.
And then you put pipe key, and then I put tilde here.
Oh, okay.
Because tilde would typically go where my escape is. I'll put tilde here. For those wondering with Win keyless, this is my Windows button. For me, my mod layer is actually my caps lock. So to actually turn on and off caps lock, I hold down my mod layer key, which is my caps lock key, and I hit tab. So mod tab, because I don't really use caps lock enough that I would ever need to. But this is the Squid 60
Hey.
with Glorious Pandas. I'm probably going to use this today for a good bit.
Control on stepped caps.
Before I send it out, control on step caps is OP. I don't see. I like my control because I like to crouch in video games. So I have 2 rules in keyboards. Which the only keyboard that I break this rule is my designated workboard. A keyboard that I have should be usable for everything that I do. Some might be easier, but it should be usable for everything that I do, and that includes gaming and how I game. And so I use control for crouch on 99% of games. And so I don't do HHKB anymore because, shoot, that looks so good. Nice work. Thank you, Static Age. I really like this. And Cafe looks banging on gray.
The color the gray color matches really good with Cafe.
So what do I map? I hold down my caps lock key, which is my mod, and it's WASD for arrows.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask you. Was for arrows, what do you use? Because I
WASD arrows. I've got my F1s through 12.
Yeah, I personally like having dedicated arrow keys because my brain is lazy, but that's just me.
I get it. I mean, I have 75%. I'm not against arrow keys in the sense of I don't like ever using them. Often, though, I do find myself on this keyboard. I will oftentimes just use the arrow keys because that's what I'm used to. But, true, you're going to make Capsy sad? Probably. Just get arrow macro pad win-win. There you go. So I don't buy HHKB because I need that corners. And I don't buy 65% because I like the look of 75% because it adds the F row. It can create a little more symmetry. 65% doesn't. I don't use the arrow keys on my 60. I had a bunch of 65% that I used for a long time, and I just never used the arrow keys. And I was like, I don't need page up, page down. I use my page up is period, page down is comma. For page up, page down, delete is escape. So I just hold caps lock delete. And I mean, it works for me. So when I realized everything that I had, I was like, I don't need 60%. So.
Yeah, I'm just lazy. So 65 is the way.
Yep. So let's get a typing test with this going. So again, this is a brass plate Squid 60. It is an integrated plate. I did the tape mod on the insides of the wind keyless blockers. I am using one desk mat on a IKEA countertop desk with a dynamic microphone that's going to be about 5-6 inches above. Glorious Pandas stock spring lube with 3204. So I'm going to do a sound test, and then I'll come back and we'll do a comparison between this and my Baka 60, which is a different plate-ish. There's literally 2 spots that are different on the plate. And that has Holy Jesus, so Holy Panda switches versus the Glorious Panda. So interesting to see how that sounds. I'm going to mute myself and L. Sorry, I'm going to mute myself on L stream and L on my stream and the music, and we'll do this typing test.
Like, can you hear me? We're almost done with this crate. So if you've never built one of these kind of boards before, the diodes, these ones have a direction to them. The black side will go towards the square pad. The resistors do not, so it makes it easier.
All right. Does Glorious Pandas feel less scratchy than the OG drop HPs? I don't use the OG drop HPs. I used those. I used the drop HPs, and I may turn them into Zycos. So they feel good. They sound pretty darn good. I don't know how I like the sound of the spacebar, but that's also because it's a lighter spring spacebar. Like, I think it sounds fine, but to me, I'm like, but I think it's just because it's a lighter spring, so it's not snapping back like I'm used to. I think it sounds good though. Regardless, like I don't hear. There's no rattle. I might need to lube the spacebar switch a little bit more. I might just need to add a little lube because there's no rattle, but it just doesn't have that like thocky like to it. So, but let's get. Just ordered a batch of the pooters. The pooters.
Yeah.
The pooters. Dude, the pewters that got posted on Mech streaming. Haven't found the tactile I enjoy yet. I am sorry. Hopefully. Regarding Zycos, do they feel scratchy with HP stem? No, I don't think they do. That is a personal opinion. Personally, not overly fussy about keyboards, maybe because I'm not a PC gamer, but I love the passion you guys have about them. Well, thank you.
Aw, thank you.
So, here are the two keyboards side by side. This is the Baka 60 number 1, as shown by the weight. This is the first Baka that was built. It's got nicks, it's got scuffs. The weight is
How long
my
has
favorite
it been,
tactile Xylem. How long?
Yeah. since you
I've
got
had
that
this
board?
for 13 months now. 14. And this was my primary board through a lot of this. I literally just realized that my fucking my bump on, because there's no spot for the bump on.
You just stuck it on the
middle. I didn't. I think it just got moved to there. That's
it, like,
funny.
Shifted.
Yeah, that's fucking brilliant. I love it. All right. This is the good thing is I have extras.
Heck yeah.
14 months, just realized bump on. No, I think the bump on moved recently because I took a picture of this relatively recently. I would have noticed that, but there's no bump on spots for these. So you just kind of have to throw them on, which is why I think on the Baka, I sent everyone like 8 or 10 bump ons. But yeah, the patina is looking fantastic.
Yeah.
I still have no idea what the fuck happened here. But I like it. It's all janked up.
Does it just like patina like that because of it's oxidizing from the
It's
air?
oxidizing.
Or did you like rub your hand on it like?
I'll pick it up with my hand. I didn't sit there and go like this. It's just like I'll pick it up and I'll show it and I'll throw it in my bag, and you know, it just goes a lot. So let's compare the Squid 60 weight to the Baka 60. So very different. But what I love is the board kind of grows with you, right? It like brand new versus used and loved. So very excited to get this. I'm excited to see people go to this. I'm looking to buy a Squid or Baka. Any tips? Well, unfortunately, I had my extras sale this morning, or yesterday, into this morning for the raffle. You can go into the Squid 60 chat in our Discord, and if someone's looking to sell, maybe hit them up, but or in our markets, or just keep an eye out. But unfortunately, I am not able to help much anymore. And it'll be to find a Squid much more difficult to buy a Baka.
Yeah.
As there are only 20 Bakas that exist, where there are almost 100 Squids that exist. So, we'll do the test here in a second. Also, my spacebar was not all the way on the Squid, so maybe that's why it was sounding a little goofy. Yeah. Who knows? What am I? What do I look like? Someone who builds keyboards? So excited to do the sound test. So I'm going to go back to muting L and music. And again, top Glorious Pandas, a lighter spring, 3204. Bottom, Holy Jesus switches that are like 3 years old now. So what is that? Yeah, 3 years old. Fuck.
It's crazy.
Or I guess two, maybe two. I don't know. What is time?
I
So
don't
behold,
even know what year it
basically
is.
holy pandas with 78-gram springs, but these springs are definitely 3 years old. They're 78-gram springs from Zelio's V1s that I used forever ago. So let's get that muted, and I will try and put these in the same spot, but I also might just kind of leave them. So I'll do like quick 20-30 seconds here, quick 20-30 seconds there, and then put them back next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Oh, we're gonna need some flutes. Oh, I can't hear Chewy. But my freaking USB-C looks lit. Look at those baby pins. Bridges? Who is she? I don't even know her. Oh yeah, my phone.
So there we have it. There is I need to get my scale. That's the last thing I need to do. Which I will go grab that in just a moment. It's interesting. It's a little bit higher pitched, but it still sounds really good. I still think I'm going to lube the spacebar switch a bit more.
The squid is higher pitched or the baka?
On the squid. I think it could have been one of those switches that, like, because spacebars need, in my opinion, I think you should lube your spacebars just a little bit heavier, as it's going to be your most used key, most likely, other than maybe WASD, if you're someone who games all the time. But I think it's yeah, if you're a pro gamer. But I really like the Glorious Panda. It's very tactile. It's very much a holy panda. I love the way the squid feels. I just need to figure out the fuck is wrong with this switch.
Yeah.
So never mind. I have an amazing wife.
Hey.
Who brought me. So Abracadaniel.
She's a pro streamer.
She is a pro streamer. She streams on Sundays. I need to get that link set up. She streams on Sundays with Keeb Noob.
Yeah.
Her right-hand woe man.
That's beautiful.
So let's get that out of the way. So the baka has less cut out of it on the internal of the case. So we're gonna weigh these two. In theory, would also add left shift and control. I imagine you were talking about
for
on lubing. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, for new game, absolutely. it doesn't make sense that the baka would be lighter than the squid. In theory, the squid should be lighter, but I also think the weight might be different. What do you use? The coffee button next to the right shift for. So this is my Windows key on this one. That's on my specific one. So over here, it's super. That's my Windows key. My FN key I use personally as caps lock. But most people, this is going to be your function key that will get you to the second layer of keys. So let's weigh these chonky boys. We'll do pounds first. This is 5 pounds, 3.3 ounces.
RP Morrison, Osiris might have spoiled this. I don't remember what the outcome was last time.
The squid was heavier, and it technically shouldn't be, but we'll figure that out. 5.3, or 5 pounds 3. We'll even go extra. I just zeroed this out with the fucking keyboard on it. There it is. The squid's heavier.
Huh.
By 0.03 ounces. Oh, no, 0.2. Now we're 0.02. There you have it. Let's go. Nope, I just hit 0 again. I don't know how to use my scale. Come on. All right, let's do grams. 2370 on the squid. 2371, 2370, and 2363. So less than 10, but obviously more lube, maybe. Who knows? So very, very interesting. Obviously, I mean, a negligible amount of weight difference.
Yeah.
There they are. I'm very happy that I was able to do this group buy, and for a great cause, because pending all the invoices get paid, we're able to pay off that vet bill that has been a pain in our ass for almost a year. So excited about that. But yeah, here is the Squid 60. Excited to get this out the door to my good friend, family friend. It will not be sent with GMK Cafe. Probably to his dismay, but I don't know if he likes this set or not. Who knows?
Who doesn't like it?
Obviously, Travis hates GMK Cafe.
Yeah.
Like, let's get into some spicy topics and talk about how much
drama. I mean,
how much Trav just hates GMK Cafe.
Yeah.
So, my guess is that the letters, you can see that it's spread out. Like, we have a thin letter, right, with I, where these are a lot bigger. And it's going to be, and then, it's got a lighter because of this, which, again, negligible, but we're talking about negligible weight difference. So, because in theory, the squid should be lighter. There's stuff milled out of the actual case, and there's stuff milled out of the plate. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Elle. We'll get to a point where you're wrapping up soon, so I don't have to awkwardly be like, all right, bye.
Yeah, I'm getting closer. I have the couple capacitors.
I love capacitors.
We have a couple of those to finish up, and then the microcontroller. Then we're gonna test this PCB.
The PCB.
The PCB.
We're showing off 60% still. I don't have these. Aren't all of my 60%. Granted, this isn't mine, although I do have one coming.
But yeah, if you are good to
I want a game like this. I want to play 4 different Among Us characters where I have to like guess. I'm just flexing at this point, let's be real.
You can play in the practice mode by yourself.
Yeah, just test it and like, oh shit. But Well, guys, thank you. I should probably do a sponsor role, like a
Yeah,
sponsor.
flex.
That'll help. So, first and foremost, I'd like to give a shout out to Omnitype. Omnitype is running GMK 2Z right now, and they have just relaunched their website as of 6 days ago. So, congratulations to the relaunch of Omnitype. Be sure to check all of that out. We've also got Canon Keys. Canon Keys, who I am forgetting the name of that set because it is the beginning of the month and I've only had to say this like twice. GMK Birch running live right now. They've got awesome desk mats for that. They've got lots of switches and other awesome things. So be sure to check out Canon Keys. Project Keyboards, GMK Astral is starting soon. So be sure to check out GMK Astral. And keep your ears to the ground for that one because I think that's going to be a beautiful looking set in person. We've also got our awesome partners at Zap Cables. They make some of the, if not the best cables in the business. They also make a great bumper. I know he plans on running this keyboard again, so be sure to check that out.
That board is cute as hate.
This board is...
I like the way they did the weight.
I fucking love this board. Actually, I'm going to use this after I'm done with stream today. So be sure to check out Zap Cables. Smith Rune, you can go check out Smith Rune. The Iron 165 is back, and it's as basic as ever. We've got the Iron 165, no FE, no SE, no additions, just the 165 is back and getting ready for pre-orders. So be sure to check that out. Keep your eyes open for that. And then Type Beast, last but not least, he's going to be running Mech Madness. Excited to see that. And runs a great newsletter, although I can only assume the newsletter is going to be delayed a little bit. But he also might just go full Superman and do both the newsletter and that. So, boy howdy, TPU, thank you for the follow. So I also want to thank our moderator, Elevision.
It's me.
Heebnoob. Paxer, thank you.
I think I changed my Discord username to Keebnoob finally.
On ours, it's Elevision bar Keebnoob.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had too many usernames.
I love it. Who are we going? We're going to raid someone. It looks like Disco may have just started up. He's on the starting soon screen.
Yeah.
So we'll hit him up. Next week, we have our weekly episode. This upcoming Wednesday, we will finally be building a macro pad. That, your boy forgot to buy part of. Our awesome moderator and my lovely wife, Abracadaniel, will be building that on Wednesday. And then I do not know our build next week. So we have not planned one out. We might be taking a week off because we've got a couple builds that are like in the mail or being worked on right now. So we'll keep you up to date on that. Tonight, I am actually going to be on Chat versus Everything. So if someone could link that in chat for me, that would be beautiful. I will ping the Discord later about that. So I'll be on Chat versus Everything with Abracadaniel. That's Chat versus Everything is run by Grindbox and Dankly Frank of Prime Caps, as well as Lisa of Prime Caps will be on there as well. So Chat versus Everything tonight. That will start at 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific party time.
We were outed.
Yep.
Pacific party time.
Stick around. Oh, I'm dumb. Why would we raid? I want to raid Disco. How are you going to be staying on for games?
I think I'll just finish this up and then we and then I want to play offline.
Here, how about this? I'll raid you.
Oh, okay, and then
you go raid Disco because Disco's just starting. So
I mean, obviously, everyone's invested in seeing me finish this.
So, guys, thank you very much. We're gonna raid Miss Keebnoob. I just blanked on that, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good? I don't even care. Like, I'm just chilling.
So go check out this Keeb Noob, thank you, one, for being an amazing moderator, two, for doing this dual build stream.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
So really appreciate it. Until next time, thank you guys very much for showing up for the Squid 60. I think I'm only streaming 2 more builds of these, and it's going to be like a double build.
Yeah.
But thank you very, very much, and I will see you guys later this evening. I will, and Osiris will be back on Tuesday. Bye. I switched.
Hello. Whoa. Hey, there we go. Hold on, let me exit off of this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. It is me, Keeb Noob, and Winnie. She's over there. What have you guys been doing? I definitely don't know what you've been doing today. Hey, John Levine. Ooh, thank you for following. Hold on. Thank you, Captain Black, for following my baby stream. And for everyone that's new here, I'm Ellie, aka Keeb Noob. And I'm just finishing up the components part of this Discipline65. This board takes a long freaking time because the components are not pre-soldered to the board, and you're not using something like a Pro Micro or something. I'm trying to find the end of my tape and I can't find it. So I just finished doing all the diodes. The last part I gotta solder is the chip on here, and then I will just test the PCB. Oh, you did a barley corn last week. Ooh, so now you've been traumatized by the barley corn. How do you feel? Yeah, when I did my barley corn, oh, it was your first build too? Ooh, you can do anything now, man. You can solder anything if you finish that mess, because it is a lot. When I did my barley corn, I was speed soldering it, so it's just probably not the best idea, but it was freaking fun. But yeah, if you can build the barley corn, you can pretty much build any other through-hole board from this point on. That particular board too, the build guide isn't the best, so... Oh, you lucked out on the USB-C. Yeah, that's the hardest part, honestly. I did the USB-C when Chewy was doing the typing tests on the DL, and I think I did okay. Flux definitely makes a huge difference, so if you have it, use it. But yeah, this is just a lazy Saturday. Chewy asked if I wanted to hang out with him while he's building, and I was like, heck yeah. But usually I stream on Monday nights, I do keyboard stuff, and then on Thursdays I stream with my sister, and we do gaming. So, it's pretty fun. But I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Falshi! Falshi, everybody who's in chat, do the nay-nay. Do the nay-nay for Falshi, you gotta do it. How are you doing today, False? Oh, also Kimchi, I forgot to invite you to my baby Discord. Dude, my Discord has been popping off this week. Especially yesterday. Yesterday was crazy. Oh wait, that's the wrong command. I personally like transparency when it comes to the keyboard hobby, so I don't have a problem just putting the receipts out there. And neither does my Discord, apparently. So, yeah. Basically, the dramas in the keyboard hobby keep me entertained, and so do the builds, so I can appreciate both. The Bachelor's been pretty bad the last year. So we gotta get our dramas from somewhere. But, yeah, let me, let me send this link real fast before I forget. But what are you guys up to? Like, I'm curious what you guys do when we're streaming. Because, you know, like, I'm usually building something. But it's like, what are you guys up to? What you doing? Let me see. Then this one? I have to send this later. I just need to remember. I have to come clean. I just came back from taking a shower. Oh, nice. We're just finishing up. I'm doing the chip right now. When I did the barley corn, what happened was I soldered, there's 2 chips on the barley corn, and I soldered the like socket the wrong direction. So then when I put, or one of the sockets, and so then when I put the chip in, I put the chip in the wrong direction. So the board was powering on fine, but it wasn't recognizing it as like a keyboard. It took me a freaking hour to debug that crap. I was so mad. About to take apart my real force again to lube the PCB. Oh, cool. The real force, that's the Topro one you were talking about, right? Those are the ones that Norbauer makes those bougie cases for. Those cases look so nice. I really like the one that's like, I think it's like VHS is the colorway. It has that kind of like marbled look. Which, what color did you end up getting, Garbo? Oh, nice. You did get the VH one. Yeah, perfect. That's the best one, I think, personally. Also, I'm like, if anyone wants to voice chat with me while I finish this up too, just hit me up. We're gonna do it. Going with the SA Sale keycaps. Oh, what does that look like? I get distracted too easily. This is why it takes me so long to build crap. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Ooh, that's gonna look really nice, Garbo. That's gonna look real nice with the VHS, like, dang. Yeah, you better be posting all the pictures so we can sit there and be coveting your keyboard. I don't think I need this tape. Alright, we're almost done. This one is definitely taking me more time, but that's because I want to make it nice for static. But I think what I'm gonna do is after I'm done streaming, I'm gonna try and clean up the flux a little bit. With a white PCB, it's definitely like super visible. So we wanna make it look nice. Okay, so this is the chip that goes with it. And if you haven't used one of these before, so like the pins on it, they look like this. To get them into this socket is kind of annoying, so I recommend slightly bending the pins in a little bit, and it'll help it go in the holes a little better. Just slightly though, because these pins can be a little finicky, and you can also eventually break them off if you are pushing on them too much. So, which I learned the hard way. So I slightly push them in. I don't know if you can see that. So they're not like, it's not too much, just a little bit. That way they don't like push out. You can kind of see it. Ooh, Brez wants to chat. Okay. Maybe go to the gamers only channel. I think that should work. I need to figure out how to fix like permissions and crap on my Discord. At least for the voice channels. I don't know if I did it right.
Hello.
Oh, hey. What up, Briz?
Nothing. Just working on my resume.
Oh, hey.
Applying for some new jobs.
Alright. So, we got the chip in. Yeah, I'm almost done.
Nice.
I just gotta test the script.
Are you just doing the diodes and the chip today and then switches another day?
Yeah, I'm gonna do just the components today, and then I'll do the rest of the switches and everything in assembly on Monday.
Okay.
So, come back on Monday if you want to see the finished board. Alright. Yeah, if you want to play Deep Rock Galactic later, hit me up. Cause
I'm down.
I want to try the new biome that came out. Let me turn off my soldering iron. Wait, what's that? Gotta plug in the USB cable. Alright. Yeah, Chewy Squid looked really nice today. That gray color is nice. I think when I originally ordered mine, it was black, but mine is getting Cerakoted to teal.
Ooh, that'll be nice. I got my Cerakote samples in today.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Unknown USB device needs more power than the port can supply. Okay, that makes me think there's a short somewhere. It might be here. So I'm just trying to look at my soldering and make sure we don't have anything touching other things.
On the USB-C there, on the left-hand side, those two vertical ones, those aren't touching, are they?
I don't think so.
It looked like there was a gap, but it was kind of hard to see on stream.
It's these ones?
So on the USB-C, there's those like 4 on each side, just below that to the left. There's 2 vertical ones there.
No, they're not touching.
Okay.
Let me okay, let's try reset. It's still popping up like an error even though there's nothing plugged in.
Oh.
Bro, I'd be mad if I messed up the port. The port will not work until you unplug and restart your... Okay, I'm gonna have to switch to a different USB port.
Oh, because it remembers.
Yeah, it's mad. That was this one. Bro. Notification settings. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off for now. We're just out here, you know, messing on my computer. Oh, you know what? One of the pins is bent. We're just killing the game today. Oh, thank you. Thank you for following, Kevin Klink Mueller. Welcome to my baby stream. We're trying to debug this keyboard I just soldered all the components on. Let me zoom out a little. But one of the pins is bent, and my USB ports are mad. So I'm just trying to pull the... Maybe it's the cable. That's possible. I could try a different cable.
Yeah. That cable you've used on other boards though, haven't you?
Yeah, I used it on this keyboard that I use, but I could try that cable. We'll see what happens.
Never hurts. Your chip isn't in backwards, is it?
No. That was the first thing I checked. I was like,
Oh, okay.
I will never make that mistake ever again.
I've done that before.
One of the pins though did bend. So.
Oh, on the chip?
Yeah, so I just need to straighten that out. It's funny because I built so many of these boards before, but I haven't had bent pins before until like I built the barley corn. And now it's like I have the curse of the bent pins.
Yeah. I mean, it's so many pins to line up, it's not surprising. Like, occasionally one pen. You're like literally trying to line up like, what, like 30 or 40 pins?
Yeah. This one's it's really bent. Okay, that's short. I mean, if it gets broken, at least we know how to fix that mess, because I had to do that the last time.
Yeah, didn't you have to like solder it back on or something?
I soldered a diode leg onto it because it literally just snapped off.
Oh, yeah, you really MacGyvered that, didn't you?
I mean, the board works, so...
That's what matters.
Yeah, I'm not mad. Okay, I think we're good now. Hello, oh, Yura, hey, how's it going? Oh, you mean this keyboard? This is my Q-Frenzy board, and it's a little baby. I had SM Keyboards design me a board to match EPBT Cool Kids, so, and I have this cable is also supposed to go to it, but I didn't link it up yet. But yeah, how's your Saturday going, girl? I need to talk to you too about novelty designs and like how much your commissions are, because I'm just very lazy, but I have ideas. Alright, let's try a different cable and see what happens. Okay. Let me check my devices. I'm dumb. I don't have another keyboard to type on because it's the same cable. I'll have to pull up the other stuff first. Okay, device manager, keyboards, and oh, no worries. I have like the designs I made already, but I don't know if you ever do like, you can just like, what is it called? You can just flame my designs. I don't know what else to call it. Or in the future. But girl, your Twitch stream is popping off. Oh yeah, critique. That's what it is. Le critique. Alright. Falshi out here with the nay-nay. Okay, let's see if this is doing anything. Nope. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, let me know how I can... I think I'm in your Discord. Maybe I'll hit you up on the Discords sometime. It's not like a rush or nothing. Okay. I'm curious if my... Okay, yeah, I have some stuff set up. My board is super dumb. And actually, I just got some, I got some Pantone books. So that's what I'm working on right now, is colors. And this crap is expensive, bro. But I figured it was a good thing to invest in. So, just been staring at this book. But yeah. Where did you order your cable? I'm trying to find a semi-affordable orange one. I actually ordered this cable I got from Cruise Control during the Islander thing, but I did order this colorful one. I ordered this one and then also the coiled split TRS cable. I got that from Bear Cables. Oh, wait, I'm not plugged in. Alright, let's see if I can get a link. Yeah, Pantone products are not cheap. I mean, it makes sense to me why they're not cheap, but it's just like as a personally having to get the money to pay for it, I'm just like, eh. Like usually you would get from like work, right? Like, but that's fine. So something is not working on here. I think the culprit is probably the USB-C port, but I also might need to restart my computer because it might have surged the USB port and like the surge protection kicked in. Oh, thank you, Ovaler. You know, you're right. I struggled with clicking checkout when I bought my. Yeah, it's like when I bought my MacBook too. That was the same thing. I was like, Apple. Yeah, it's. I mean, I was laughing and like posted it on my Instagram. I'm like, Pantone books for rent in SoCal, because it's like it's so expensive. We gotta pay off. We gotta get some money back for that. But it worked out. I got like a fat bonus from work recently. So we good. I think I might put some more flux on the port. So I probably have a bridge, if anything. Why did I buy a MacBook? So I bought it like a few years ago because my work, we typically use Macs, so it was just easier. And I feel like MacBooks last longer than like PC laptops typically, at least in my experience. Alright, we definitely have something going on here. Like these things are so tiny, I'm just like staring at it real close. I'm basically just reflowing some of these joints. There's a couple here too that might be cold joints. Oh hey, it's ukulele day. I need to buy RAL books too, but those are much cheaper. Oh yeah, so I was curious. RAL is like, it's just a different color standard, right? They're just two different companies. Because like from what I was reading, it was like Pantone's used more for like design, print design, graphic design, whereas RAL is more for like powder coats or like metal and crap.
RAL is basically like real world colors.
Oh, okay.
Is how a lot of people describe it.
Rather than like on the computer. Okay,
yep.
That makes sense.
Exactly. So like Pantones are typically like print, and RAL would be like something you'd see on like a physical item.
Oh, okay.
Which is why, like, yeah, like what Euro said, which is why GMK prefers RAL.
They have like an easier time matching to it.
Yeah.
I was told that like Dye-Sub, they typically match to Pantone, but right, it's like shelling out that money. You're just like, oh look, we got it powered. Yes, it's working. It's working. Let's get some rainbows in the chat, people. We need some rainbows. I would trigger the tumbleweed, but I don't have my keyboard's this PCB right now. I'm a microscope. Ooh, cool. So you use a microscope. Do people making keyboards ever use scopes? Hey, got that tumbleweed. Yeah. So there are a couple of keyboard builders who do use microscopes. I know for sure IME Miaru, he uses a microscope. I think Mr. Keebs, he's in Brazil. He uses one to on his soldering iron, like it's attached to his soldering iron. So that's pretty cool. There's a couple people that do use microscopes, but that's impressive, man. Oh wait, I need to switch keyboards real fast to change the window. Yay, it's Kate also does. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've tuned into a couple of their streams before. So we're gonna just test this piece of the. Yeah, so what I was thinking was today, since I was just streaming alongside Chewy, I would just get to this part of the build, and then I'm gonna finish building this and solder the switches and stuff on Monday. Because we got some video games to play, people. There's things to do.
That there is.
Alright. Because I play this game called Deep Rock Galactic pretty frequently. It's like the premise is that you are part of a mining team of dwarves, and you're like go to these different like planets or whatever and are like mining stuff. It's basically you're playing the bad guy in what is it, Avatar on Pandora. But
Wait, say that again?
You know how like the Avatar movie, the one with the blue people?
Yep.
The planet they were on is called Pandora, and the people from Earth were like basically going there to harvest all of their resources.
Oh yeah, it's very similar in that
So
regard.
it's like we're basically the bad guys in that game.
Yeah, pretty much. And not only do you harvest the resources, you also kill all the local inhabitants.
Yeah,
Because you're fighting bugs.
Yeah, there's a bunch of bugs and different types of bugs you're fighting. So they came out with 2 new maps recently, so I'm gonna be doing that today. Oh, I'm curious, what time does Kate usually stream in the morning? Because I feel like there's not a ton of Keep streamers in the morning time, because a lot of us are just part-time, so we gotta go to work. We gotta make that money. Okay. Is the Windows key? Oh, it's Alt. Interesting. Oh, there's Windows. Oh, she's in Japan. Oh, cool. I'm gonna roll up to her stream and be like, Ohayo gozaimasu. Wait, I clicked on the wrong thing. Wait, what's happening? Oh, wait. There seems to be like a pretty decent keyboard community in Japan. Like, I think there's a bunch of artisans too over there. Like Melon Keys I know is over there.
Yeah, they got a pretty big community.
That quote. Okay, cool.
Do you know where the guy who does the engraving on keyboards is from?
Oh, I don't remember his name.
Is he from
I think he's in
Japan
Korea.
or Korea?
Yeah, one of those two. I
He
want to
does-
say he's in Korea though.
He does crazy
Yeah.
work.
Okay, so she streams in the mornings for West Coast time. Oh, I'm gonna hit that. Yeah, I'm Team West Coast, Team SoCal. I feel like there's a lot of SoCal people in the hobby too. The SoCal meetup's gonna be crazy though. That's all I gotta say. After the Rona. Alright, so I think we are done for today. We're going to continue the raids. Since Mechs on Deck raided us, we're gonna continue and raid Disco Crocodile. Let me pull up that. Yeah, everyone seems to be in SoCal, I know, right? I'm finding more people like East Coast recently that have been hanging out on my stream. But yeah, there's a lot of us in SoCal. It's a little intense. But yeah, let me set up the raid. Also, shout out Yura. Everyone go follow her. Her stream is amazing and informative. But yeah, I'll be back on... When will I be back? I'll be back on Monday, finishing up this build. We'll put it in the case, do the switches, and get it all looking nice. And then on next Thursday, I'll be back with my sister. We're going to be playing Puzzle Pint. That's our usual gaming night. So yeah, but yeah, if you haven't joined my Discord, that's the best place to hang out with me. My Tea Time channel is especially spicy and I love it. Oh, thank you for following. Thank you, Fleshhead, for following. We're literally about to raid somebody right now. But thank you for hanging out with us. But yeah, so I'll be back Monday to finish up this build, and then Thursday we're gonna play some games with my sister Queen, and it'll be lots of fun. So, oh really? Oh nice, Fleshhead. Yeah, this is your board. So we just did the components today. I made the dials nice and pretty for you, so I'll be cleaning up the back part off stream, and then we'll finish up the build Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific. So, gonna get that board. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Shout out Mechs on deck. That was fun, and thanks to Brez too for hanging out for a little bit. But
yeah, no problem.
I hope you guys have a good Saturday. See you. You gotta do the awkward wave until the camera switches.